Welcome to our project, Tips for Newcomers in Canada. This project is prepared by Leeda, Mustafa, Zohl and Fatema. I hope you will enjoy it. Settling in Canada. Settling in a new country might be exciting, but it's challenging at the same time. Canada is a country that helps newcomers to settle in comfort and live with satisfaction for their entire life. There are many services in each province which help newcomers, such as settlement funding for 1 year. As a result, newcomers will be available to study the language and they will be ready to work in the second year. Transportation. Canada has a very straightforward and reasonable transportation system. There are various buses and trains so that you can make your daily transit within the city. It's very easy and cheap to get around by buses and trains by buying a monthly bus pass. Everybody can easily reach their destination by reading the name of places on the top of the buses or train or by asking the bus drivers. Also, the train and bus stations are convenient in any season of the year. Riding buses and trains is uncomplicated to understand because there are numbers written on every train station or bus stop. Holidays. There are several holidays in Canada, such as New Year's Day, Christmas, Family Day, Canada Day, Thanksgiving, Remembrance Day, and many more. Religions. As we know, Canada is a multicultural country where many different people with many different faiths, such as Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hindu, and many more. People are free to practice their faiths in peace and freedom without any problem. Sports. There are lots of people who are interested in many different kinds of sport, like football, baseball, swimming, and hockey. Hockey is the most famous sport in Canada, and there are many famous Canadian teams around the country, such as Oilers, Calgary Flames, and Toronto Maple Leafs.
Rules and laws. Newcomers should know some rules to help them have a better life in Canada. They should apply for their permanent resident cards and get the health cards. It is important and it's very useful in hospitals and clinics. Newcomers should visit a doctor for checkup when they enter Canada because it is a law. Newcomers should know rules of the street. If they want to cross the street, they should wait for the walk sign to appear. If there is a no red light, you should cross the street from pedestrian sign. If you want to ride a bike, you have to wear a helmet. Or if you want to drive a car, you should get the driver license. Newcomers have to fill out their tax every year, even if their income is zero. They need to fill out the tax application because they will need the return application for school to get funding. Newcomers should know they are not allowed to work in illegal way. For example, if they work full-time, the government should know about it so they can pay tax. If they are start to work, they must be aware of the company's policy and procedures.
Link is funded by Immigration Canada. It's free for Canadian permanent residents. Link program focuses on reading, writing, listening, and speaking. It also provides training about essential skills, life skills, and cultural awareness about Canada. Link classes are from 1 to 7. You can learn full-time, part-time in the morning, afternoon, and evenings, during weekdays, or part-time on weekends. ESL, English as Second Language program, prepares you for further education or entry to the workforce. Foundational courses are 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 are academic courses. A placement test determines which level is appropriate for the students. Both full-time and part-time options are available for this program. Funding for this program is available for you through Alberta Advanced Education. YIT, Youth in Transition Program, is a full-time program that focuses on developing the academic and personal communication skills for the youth that are between the age of 17 to 25. This program prepares you to transition into post-secondary environment. It's also a fast-paced program. It's free of tuition for students who qualify. Academic upgrading. Academic upgrading is the final step to college or university. It prepares you to continue on both secondary studies or college and university. Funding for this program is available to you through Alberta Advanced Education.
Job and career. Usually newcomers don't have Canadian work experience, and they need to get some. You can do this in several ways. Volunteering in the area you want to work will help you to prove that you know what is expected from you and will give you some contact in the field. Internships are another way to gain work experience. There are formal internships set up for different career areas, or you could set one up for yourself by approaching an employer. Your letter requesting an internship should be clear in what you can afford and should include a resume that reflects your unique education, work experience, and occupational assets. While there is no agreement on what is Canadian culture, some things do stand out, particularly in the job search process. It is necessary to convince potential employers that you are a competent person. Know how to manage yourself and easy to get along with. Unfortunately, telling them is not enough. You need to demonstrate this with stories about yourself, your experience, and your accomplishments. The stories will indicate how well you understand what the cultural expectations are. You will need to practice before any interview. The stories have to make their points quickly and must not appear bragging.
These were some tips for newcomers in Canada. We hope you got some new information and we wish you all the best.